I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Adjacent. Very near, next to, or touching. Our tailgate is adjacent to the left field fence. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent. Today, we have a friend that lives all the way in Arkansas.
Hi.
I think I've met you when you were Shelly's neighbor, but Shelly, who do we have with us today?
We have Stephanie, and she lived across the street from us on Westview, and she worked at Circle C back in the day and organized all the events. And
Wow.
yeah, everybody still misses her at Circle C because I don't think they had anybody really do your job since. And so everybody's like, how do we have an event? We can't even organize an event here.
Oh, no.
And so Grey Rock misses you. We miss you. We had lots of like ladies' nights and deep conversations. We have really good conversations.
Yes.
Very meaningful, spiritual engagement. And so we've always been a fan of Stephanie.
Yay! Stephanie. All right, Stephanie, let's get into some business about you. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Michigan originally.
Okay, so you've moved like all over.
Yeah. So basically, I've mainly I grew up in Michigan, and then I spent a very tiny time in Hawaii for an internship. I thought for sure I was going to want to live there forever, right? I was like, I'm going to go out there. It's going to be amazing, and I'm never going to leave. And I was like, by 3 months, I was like, I'm going to go home.
Back to Michigan.
Back to not an island. It was the island that actually really, people talk about how I didn't really think that it would be this way, but it feels confined an island, even though you can get around and there's places to go. There's a couple hours worth of traveling to do, but you can go in a circle and end up in the same place in the same day. And it's
like you're locked in. You're locked in by ocean, and then
and it was beautiful, and the weather was perfect all the time, but that actually got a little boring too. I mean, everybody complain about 85 degrees and breezy from the ocean. Like, how dare you? But I like seasons. I like change.
Right. I could see that. Yeah, that makes sense. I like weather too.
Yeah.
Weather is interesting to me. Adrian loves weather.
I love weather. Which island?
I stayed on Pearl Harbor, so
okay.
Oahu, Oahu.
Wow.
So, it was neat. I was interning for the Navy Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Department.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like planning events for the Navy and their families. So it was really fun. It was like a really cool experience, and they do really great work. But I just didn't want to stay in Hawaii.
Wow, yeah. Everybody's like, what the hell?
Also, here it can be very expensive. As beautiful as it is, it can be extremely expensive. So.
Yes, and that's the thing. You have to love the lifestyle to transplant there, because it's it's expensive. It was, $10 for milk. It's like, what?
Well, they have to get it
How
there.
many years ago? Like 20 years ago?
Boy, that is expensive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with a lot of siblings, or how many?
No, I'm an only child.
Okay.
But I have tons of cousins. So
Oh.
lots of aunts and uncles, lots of cousins. Growing up, spent a lot of time out at my grandma and grandpa's place. They had a pond, so my aunts and uncles, usually my aunts and
Aw.
all the kids, we would get together all the time and go swimming and pick apples from the apple tree. So it's really fun.
Wow.
Oh, it sounds ideal. It sounds
Yeah.
really nice.
Nice.
Are your parents still with us, or?
My dad is. My
Mhm.
mom passed in 2018.
Mhm.
She had brain tumors and spinal tumors, and that was
Oh.
something that she kind of dealt with for several years. Like her first tumor, she had it when she was 32 years old.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
That's terrible.
Uh-huh.
So are you a pet person? Do you love animals? What's your?
I do love animals, but I don't have any pets because it's actually a conversation that John is my husband, that
Uh-huh.
we have every couple of months. We talk about, should we get a dog? And we always decide not to because we like to travel. We, don't have anybody here to easily take care of the dog.
Yes.
We have family that's somewhat close, but no one close enough to just take the dog and do, so it's like, I want to be able to be around if we're going to have an animal.
Yeah. So I bet you remember Clark, Shelly's dog, Clark,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. The little Fujo over there.
Well, and our neighbor Kate,
Mm-hmm.
they just got a little dog.
Aw.
I know. Yeah, so that's very exciting. We were shocked. We were like,
Yeah.
y'all travel too much to have an animal.
They can take it on the bus if it's a little one.
So you lived in Michigan and you lived in Hawaii and Texas and now Arkansas. Did you live anywhere else?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No. Texas was a good chunk of my adult life. So
Yeah.
I moved out to Texas when I was 25.
Okay.
For a good 14 years.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Well, what's Arkansas like?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I had never been, but John's dad lives in the area, and so we would visit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's surrounded by trees. There's hills. I'm in the northwest side of Arkansas, and it's considered part of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
And there's just so much green, and it's gorgeous, and the weather is probably about 10 degrees cooler than Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
What's the humidity?
it's still humid.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I would say it's pretty comparable to Austin as far as the humidity goes. Not as humid as Houston, but
I think Arkansas is beautiful. I've been to Hot Springs. I think
Been there,
Little Rock as well. It's just a really beautiful. It's so green and lush, and you just really don't even think about that, because almost every movie, they show you the greenery, but they mainly just show you a bunch of people that are living in the sticks,
mhm.
living off the land and stuff. So you don't really get what a rich climate. It feels like a rainforest in there. It's just so
cool.
beautiful. Mhm.
Yeah, it's really pretty, and it's so nice. I mean, we're surrounded by trails and lakes, and they're not crowded yet, even though they're getting there. I mean, the area that I'm in is growing. It's growing pretty fast. So that tension between people who move here and the locals who are used to things being a certain way, like the housing
Always
on
happens.
way up, and all that kind of stuff, because they've got a lot of transplants now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, from Austin, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Have you transferred into a local? Are you recognized as a local yet?
Ah.
Maybe by proxy. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that I am recognized as a local just yet. I mean, honestly, that is the one thing that I'm struggling with right now is finding community. I do have some people that that I've met that we spend time with and things, but we haven't found, I came from such a rich community in Austin.
I know.
And even like working out at the golf course. I mean, I worked at the same golf club for 10 years. So all the members, all the guests that come frequently, you just don't realize how social that is, what a big part of my life that was and all the friends. And I loved living out, being your neighbor. I lived in a garage, above the garage apartment at Kate's.
Boy, that garage could talk.
Oh my God. I felt like I was living in a tree house. And then you guys
The tree house at Melrose Place.
Yeah. We just have random people pop over on the porch and have deep conversations. And I really miss that.
Yeah. And we were spending time together when your mom passed away and we're able to have some lovely conversations and hear stories about your mom, and that was a lovely time.
Yeah.
Stephanie went up and got a bunch of her mom's stuff, and her mom had a bunch of antiques and stuff like that, and put them in the apartment. It was like, oh my gosh, it was like this cherished space.
I love that. I think when our mom passed, we all went in there, and luckily before she had kind of given us everything that she wanted us to have individually,
That's nice.
So then the rest of it was more of a clean out, but I think some people grabbed a few things that were meaningful to them. I know that's hard, but for those of you that are doing your future planning, go ahead and just get a dot that represents everybody in your family and just put it under something so that they know that's what you want them to have.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just do that planning, make it easy on everybody so there isn't like a tug of war over like, I don't know, your favorite bathrobe or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, so like with my mom, I was lucky because it's just me, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
the only person I need to fight for something from would be my dad, and eventually it's going to go to me anyways. So
Yeah.
whatever. But with my grandmother, when she passed, I mean, she had 10 kids, and my grandpa died before she did. So, that 10 kids plus everybody had their own kids. So she had her own children. And it got a little wild for some things. But then other things, it was just so interesting how different things meant something to different people, right? Like my grandma had this smiley face cookie jar that she kept her fridge, right? And it's not something that I ever really thought about or wanted, but I remember it. And my cousin Nikki, she wanted it. It was like that meant so much to her to have that cookie jar. So it was like some of it's very beautiful because people connect with different things and then but when you have that big of a family, it can get real
dicey.
Yeah. There's tensions there, especially when you're talking about family heirlooms and things like that. And if it's not already decided, it can be a painful process.
For sure.
I agree. For the record, I have Granny's cookie jar.
Oh, okay.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
That's disgusting.
Oh
no. No.
You sure? Well, we had an Uncle Floyd who was a bit of a hoarder, and when we went through his things at the end of his life, he had a lot of newspapers, canned soup, canned food, and then he had a shoe box that when we opened it, it was his late wife's hair that he had completely shaved all of her hair off her head after she passed and put it in a shoebox for us to find.
Well, and I think that is the important conversation I know we're having it with the empty nesters. Stephanie used to join us for empty nest events, but they we used to be bags, now we're empty nesters. But we talk about, if we're not using something, go ahead and give it to the person that you want to eventually have it. Don't store it in your house hoping they realize someday when you die that it was meant for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring a big wheelbarrow full of crap for you, Shelly. We'll get the permission first.
Exactly.
My dad called me the other day, and he was like, "Hey, do you want your cedar chest?" You guys know what a cedar chest is?
Yeah, the home chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back.
That was it. Well, here's the thing. I have my cedar chest, and I've had it for years. I'm like, Dad, I have my cedar chest. He's like, no, you don't. I've been taking care of your cedar chest for far too long. And I was like, are you talking about Mom's cedar chest? And I said, if it's Mom's cedar chest, I want it. And he's like, it's not Mom's. I'm like, it is Mom's. And I literally asked you for it 3-4 years ago.
Oh my God, hilarious.
And he's like, oh shit, it is.
He opens it.
Yeah, he's taking a road trip, bringing it to me. I'm hoping to leave some of the treasures inside, because I mean, because I asked for a lot of that stuff, but he still wanted it. And,
Yeah,
and that's
so
good. And
sweet.
right now, I think he's just trying to find ways to move forward, and I'm just glad I can collect it all.
I love that. That's really sweet that he's doing that to you. I would love, I wish everybody had a little cedar chest. It could be small. It doesn't have to be a big one, but something that has some keepsakes in it that are just really prized, special. Now for me, I'm kind of going through John's mom's stuff a little. She's still living, but her house is full of stuff, and I don't think she's ever thrown anything away.
Oh God. Yep.
So, like, when John moved out of his house and we went back to Natchitoches, we were going through his bedroom and just kind of looking at things, and she had his jock strap from when he was in T-ball.
Oh wow.
And I said, Grabe, I mean, I think some things we can throw out. You can throw out his jock strap from when he was like 7 or 8. Like, he did not need to keep that.
That's great.
I don't know. Some people just, they're like, you never know. What if they want it? And it's like, John, do you want your jock strap from when you were 7 years old? No.
And he was like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I just think that stuff is crazy. It's like, just go ahead and throw it away. Like, one of our friends, her mom had 20 tweezers. I guess one for each stray hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, let's get rid of it.
I do like having multiples of stuff like that because I lose it all the time.
I do too. Mine's chapstick. I have to have 1,000 chapsticks so I can reach from all over the place. Shelly, what's your thing that you have multiples of? Shelly's a minimalist, as we know.
Yeah. I'm really like the stuff that we have multiples of, I'm really trying to get rid of.
Well, Shelly doesn't even have multiple tennis shoes. She has one pair until the pinky toe creeps out, and then we're like, that's it. Can't wear those anymore.
Yeah. We were having a conversation. It was like, how many pairs of shoes do you have? And somebody was like, well, I know I have 40 summer pairs. I don't know. My winter pairs are put away. I don't. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how does anybody else live in your house? You have 40 pairs of shoes?
Yeah, that 40 is a lot. That seems a little wild to me, but some, you got your fashion girlies, they like to switch up. I usually rotate through the same maybe 4 pairs of shoes.
Same. Yeah. And I have some, my big thing is boots. I have a lot of boots, and that's my space waster. But what do I collect? I really try not to. And I mean, I love books and everything, and I pass them on.
Yeah,
But you have a lot of hats. I know that.
I do have a lot of hats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're big hat people, so we have a lot of hats. I have a lot of shoes, and I'm beginning to look at them and go, I never wear those. I need to get rid of them. So,
Jody just retired, so her lifestyle is changing. So don't get rid of anything yet. But hey, so living in the Ozarks, do you go and do the Ozark stuff? Do you go to the lakes and stuff?
Yeah. We have a lake like literally 3 minutes down the road from us. So we just kind of, and it's got a little man-made beach on it. So we just go there and
oh my gosh,
float around, which is nice. We really want to get some kayaks. Honestly, I can't believe we've been here this long and still haven't done it yet. But yeah, like if we can, ideally we'll be able to rent like a little space to just house them at the lake. We can just pop them in whenever. And we can walk down a trail to get there.
Oh my gosh, how dreamy.
Well,
Yeah.
I may make a recommendation to you.
Okay.
We went to the Frio,
Mhm.
and we all had like, flotation devices, right?
Mhm.
But our friend Becca had I believe that she and Ashley had
stand-up
blow up stand-up paddles,
Mhm.
and it seemed to be all you really needed. I don't know how rapid the water is over there,
Not
but
at
you
all.
can't. What I liked about it was if they had like a battery pack or something, they could have like plugged in their the air that the air pump.
Yeah.
And I just was like, God, that's so smart, because then you could take it into darker, like places that don't have electricity instead of lugging. Because I have a giant kayak, and it's so cumbersome that I don't typically take it a lot of places. I wish I had bought the inflatable, and you can get inflatable kayaks. They do work pretty well, but those stand-up paddles are great. And we just sat on it, and I think like Becca even had like her own anchor. Like she just pulled out this anchor and threw it in there, and then we all kind of just made like a little pod and hung out. And then that was like a really lovely day in the Frio.
And even on those stand-up paddles, the blow-up ones, we've had 3 people sitting with a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was lovely. And so you can sit facing each other, put the charcuterie board, and just float. And it's so lovely. I think you would really love it.
Yeah.
And you can even do yoga on those stand-up paddles.
We actually have a local yoga studio that they do that out at the lake. They have a yoga class on stand-up paddles.
Oh my gosh, how dreamy.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I don't have the balance for that just yet.
Yeah. I fall all the time.
Yeah.
If you do get the kayaks, get a smaller kayak.
Yeah, we wouldn't do anything.
Don't get those big ones, because they are a pain. Also, I saw when we just got back from, I think it was up in Colorado, we stayed over at Horsetooth. These people had like wheels so that they could just take their kayak, and then it had wheels attached to it. It's a lot easier to get it back and forth. So smart. I was like, this is what I need. I need like people who give me this kind of inside information before I go out and spend money on like a $500 kayak that was too cumbersome to move around. So anyway, just some pro tip.
Okay.
Now that you asked.
So what has it been like moving to Arkansas?
It has been wonderful in some aspects and also challenging in others, right? Like so still like I said, working on finding,
connections.
Yeah. But the area itself is so beautiful, and we're surrounded by farms, and there are lots of surrounding cities, right, that are very, very close. So there's lots of different pockets of like different fields in different areas, but very easy to get to. And there are farmers markets in every direction.
Oh my God.
That's been so nice. I mean, John, it's not his favorite thing to do to go to the farmer's market, but every Saturday morning he'll get up with me and he'll wait in line for some really good coffee, and I'll go get our fruits and stuff because the fruit sells out really freaking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing better than like local
Fresh fruit.
peaches and
Yes.
local pears, and so like I've been just in love with that kind of setup here.
Yeah. All natural feeling and
Yeah.
just down homey. It, kind of gives you a Gilmore Girl kind of feel.
Yeah, a little bit. Exactly. I'm ready for fall, by the way. I am.
Oh, I bet we all are. We're just like, okay, I'm ready to change my outfit, not just wear, leggings every day. Well, leggings, not shorts. So, for me, I think, having the community and the connection. What's something that you miss about like Austin or Michigan that you're like, gosh, I wish we had this here? Like when Shelly was living in Georgia, they didn't have Dr. Pepper. And she was like, gosh, I wish I had a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's funny. So for me with Austin, I really miss, like, as far as Austin, the actual city of Austin,
Mhm.
I miss having access to so much so quickly and so easily.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was single in Austin for most of the time that I was there, and I did so many things by myself and never felt alone.
Yeah.
There's always so much to do. It didn't matter what day or what time, I could find something to go do. And
Yeah, I remember you were just up for anything. You were up for anything.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
that mentality. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was such like, I don't know. I feel, and I don't know how it is now because it's been a couple of years, but I feel like people in Austin have that same mentality. Like they just want to be around people and like to meet people and friendly, easy to talk to, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I really miss that aspect of it where I just had so much access to so many fun things to do. I mean, there are fun things to do out here as well, but it's more, you're talking about like specialty weekend stuff or most places, most restaurants and bars, like the restaurants close by 9 and the bars close at like 11, which I'm usually not out past 10 o'clock anymore. But even just the idea of being like, oh shit, I didn't eat, now I'm hungry, but there's no way I'm gonna catch an open restaurant at this point. That's been a little bit challenging because I was so spoiled for so many years. Also missed the airport because it's so easy to fly out of there.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so here, I mean, we have a nice small airport that's growing, but it's just not as simple to do.
Yeah. So it's more the conveniences that, but with convenience comes growth. So you have to kind of pick your poison there.
Yes, and there's a lot of inconvenience that goes along with all that convenience, right? Like the traffic and just things being crowded, that kind of stuff. That was something that I was getting a little tired of, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But also like the music.
Oh yeah.
Music. I love just being able to see live music anytime.
I mean, seriously, and Stephanie went with us the time. We're on a Tuesday night. We went salsa dancing, and Stephanie was a pro. We were like,
not a pro.
We're like, what the heck is happening?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. But that was on a Tuesday in Austin.
Exactly.
Go salsa dance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, and I know that we do have things like that out here. I just have to be more mindful of planning and finding it and that kind of stuff. Where I was so used to just
getting up and going.
Yeah.
So how did you and John meet?
Yeah. We met on Bumble. So yeah, and we met in Austin. So I was still at the treehouse when I met him.
And the whole neighborhood was like, whose car is this? Like,
he sold the car before we moved, so we didn't have to worry about moving it. But he misses it sometimes.
Oh,
he had a Lancer Evo, which was kind of like a little sports car, I guess.
Yeah. That's cute. That's cute.
you know, he didn't have somebody, a lady that appreciates it very much.
Shelly's like Kravitz over there looking under her blinds. Where did that car come from?
It's so loud, and when you're riding in it, it's just like, ugh.
Oh my god.
That was not my favorite, but you know, he likes
That's so cute.
to tool around in it.
So we have a Bumble success story.
Yeah, it was. And it was like, I was right at this like point where I was like, I am tired of the dating apps. I don't want to do it that way anymore. I was just about done. And I met John and we met up for drinks, and then drinks turned into dinner. And from there we just kind of kept dating, and
I love
now
that.
we're married. Yeah.
And now you're married, and I love the pictures from your wedding, and y'all
Lovely.
moved to Arkansas, and you know, we were shocked. We were like, what?
I know. Yeah.
Like, come home.
I love people that are willing to take adventures. I've been living here my whole life, and sometimes I'm like, why did you not ever move away? But there was always something keeping me close.
It's not too late. It's not too late. You can do it now, Jody.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your mad loves? What are things that you just have passion for that you love so much?
Plants. I love plants.
I can see behind you. They look gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah. I right now, what I've been dreaming about and haven't started yet, again, is like I have all these projects in my head, and it's sometimes can be so challenging to just narrow it down and focus on it, do it, move on to the next one, right?
Yeah.
But I really want to do like a raised bed garden in the yard, and we have this old flagpole that doesn't have a flag on it that I'm thinking we might use as like almost like to create like a teepee, like a
nice.
Oh, yes.
Lights down it, and have like the vines growing up.
Like a trellis. Oh, that's
I love it. Is everything like growing really well there because you have the perfect temperature and the humidity?
Yes. It actually, things do grow very, very nicely out here. And I have lots of like little pots and my little window boxes and stuff full of different things that I try. And I've been really like focusing on just like starting things from seed.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's the most rewarding thing.
Agreed.
It's frustrating too though, because
it is.
It doesn't work. Or sometimes you get something growing and then you miss a water day or something, and you're just gone. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I have you, I got this tulip plant from the store, but it's not doing good. I don't know what happened. Well, we went out of town, and when I came back, it was like dry as a bone. And so I'm like, is it dead?
It's not dead.
I can salvage it.
You for sure.
Yeah, but not everywhere. It's like all droopy. It looks droopy.
Just cut the dried parts off
and retry it.
Give it a good watering. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And like I get one of those you ever seen those little bulb things? It's like a stick bulb, and you pick up with water and stick it in there.
Yeah.
You can use those too. They kind of
help it along.
Yeah, exactly. It just kind of keeps you, in case you miss days and things like that, it can kind of pull from it. Because the idea is that the roots will pull it out when it needs it versus it all just.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna, the next time I see you, I'm gonna let you know we should give it a name.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it
Billy Bob. How's Billy Bob?
Dying plant.
And what kind of plant did you say it is?
It's like it's like this one that I think they call it like kissing fishes or something like that. Anyway, I'll look it up. I'll ask you. But I basically floundered with it. And then
You found the name. You found the name. Clever.
I do have 2 raised beds. The only thing I would recommend, since I'm giving recommendations, make sure it's really fortified on the bottom, because ours are very heavy and they start to lose. But one reason I love raised beds is it keeps the critters out for the most part, except for like squirrels. But what are you gonna do? But also you can move them around if you don't overload them too much, and then they can go wherever the sunlight is best for them if you need that to happen. But I love your idea with the flagpole being in the trellis for vines. That's gonna be beautiful.
Stephanie, when we lived in Georgia, which you're along the same lines up there in Arkansas, do you have hydrangeas?
We do. And we have lilac trees. Bushes. Lilac bushes. And I just love, that's what I miss about Michigan is the lilac.
Oh my God.
Oh, you have to send pictures.
I know.
I love plants and gardens and stuff. And in the Texas, like we have a pretty long growing season, but once it hits about end of July, nothing. You're basically like, and then you don't want to overwater because you don't want to be too much of a consumer,
But, and that's where the marital waste comes in, is that you bought all these plants and now we're in a drought and there's no water. And then you go to Colorado for a month and all of your plants die.
I would be so mad.
I am. That's a lot of marital waste.
No, I would have been so mad if my partner let them die. Who wasn't in Colorado.
That's not right.
Oh my God. So what are you reading these days? I know you're a big book reader.
Actually, so a friend of mine wrote a book.
Oh, tell us.
Okay, so it is called Emmeline Morley and the Waking Dark, I believe. And it is part of a series that I'm not so sure when the rest of the books will be coming out, but it's like a vampire novel based in the 18th century, like the 1700s. And it's honestly, he had been working on it for several years, and I have heard so many pieces of the book, right? Just in, because you call me and tell me, it's B. Lawson Hall.
Okay.
And sorry. And he would call me and like read me pieces of what he was working on. And so I'm so familiar with all the characters and things that either like made it to the book or didn't make it to the book. I'm still kind of working on that. So that's been interesting. I have a feeling that some of the characters that I really like are going to be in the second book. So I'm like, okay, but the imagery is beautiful. It's really good. And so I'm excited about it. But it is, I will tell you, like I'm generally an audiobook person because it's tough for me to sit down and read. Just because it
would interfere with your plants. So you can do the audio and play with your plants. Yes.
So it takes me a little bit longer to get through a physical book than it does to sit. Like if it was an audio book, I would have been done with it like forever ago.
But I have to tell you, like, I think I have the same issues as you. I have a hard time sitting still and doing things, but when you do get to, it's so like cherished. And I almost remember those books sometimes even more,
Yeah.
But also, I'm so grateful for the audio book explosion.
Oh my gosh. So grateful.
I'm so grateful because it just really opens up so much more literature to people who have a hard time sitting still. If you have a lot to do. I mean, Shelly is in the car so much, or she's doing a million different things. And so having audiobooks is so helpful too. you know,
Absolutely.
On
a
all
lot
the
of
hikes, all the hikes.
Yeah.
I love them. So, how does somebody get his book?
Amazon.
Amazon. Is he an indie writer? Is he self-published?
Published.
Okay.
Awesome. We've been talking to a lot of indie writers lately. We're so impressed with how they have found a way to get their stories out there. It's so great.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's wonderful, and it's like it's so like I feel so lucky to have been a part of the process.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like from the way seeing it start, listening to him talk about it before it even kind of started to
Bloom and blossom.
Yeah. And it's inspiring, and it, you know, like I said, we have all these ideas, right? But it's so hard to just like focus and create.
Right.
Yes.
When that happens, no matter how long it takes, it's so rewarding.
It's so rewarding.
Yeah.
It is. It is. And then we were talking about podcasting, and it's like hey, let's do a podcast. Hey, let's do a podcast. Hey, let's do a
I know. We talked about it for 3 years.
Yeah. And then it happening, and it's like, and then getting into the top 10, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is a thing. Who knew?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And like I was so excited for y'all to ask me to do this, because I'm also working on a podcast. But I haven't, it's in the works. So but it would be it's something that I've been thinking about for a long time.
Well, we'll be rooting for you on that.
Yeah.
It seems like a big leap, but it's a tiny step, and then before you know it, it gets a little bigger than you, and then it gets really exciting to see all the people connecting to what you create, like your friend who did the writing. I think it's so fun for writers to hear their audience talk about their books.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his process. We have a friend, Kevin Mullen, who his sister ended up renting the house after you were done. And he's been talking about a book for about 2.5 years. And the development of a book is a game changer. It's like, it's like, the backstories, what triggered that line of, and that dialogue or whatever. And it's changing. We've really connected with Ashley Manley, and she is self-published, and one of her books might be a movie soon, and very exciting. And look her up. Very, very good. I'll send you a link.
Her books are really good.
They're all love stories, and very, very fun and engaging. And she comes on the podcast every couple of months and shares her journey of coming up with all these ideas. And she publishes, she shares her whole process on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And it's so engaging. It kind of makes you want to write a book, even though that is not in my wheelhouse at all.
It can happen.
You
could write a book, Shelly. I think you could.
No, I've always...
She would just title it The Shit Show by Shelly.
And Kate was like, write a story that, hey, share your story, Shelly, and then at the end of like the 25 pages you have to retract everything, so all of the 25 pages are actually deleted. It's like, sorry, it was retract. I had to retract everything. I can't share this whole story. Anyway, I prefer the podcasting with Jody, so I get to spend time with my sissy. But I love watching her process, and I love somebody, the success.
Yes.
And completing, and it's like, we started ShodyMedia, and we've seen lots of podcast hosts finally come on, and it's just like watching their journey is just been a gift. It's been so much fun to watch, and so
it's really amazing.
More.
You guys have grown so much so quickly. That's wonderful.
It's incredible.
It's Shelly. It's all Shelly.
No, not at all. But we would love for you to join our team if you're interested. But Yes, very exciting. I hope you do it. I think you have a very important story to share.
Yeah.
And I think, you
could probably help me with flounder over here.
flounder.
Well, it has been a pleasure getting to catch up with you.
Yeah.
Let us know if you ever want to come on again, and we can deep dive a few more other topics of interest.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you so much, all the way from Arkansas.
That's right. All the way from Arky. We're not going to be able to talk to you in a couple of months because you're the enemy, but.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We haven't been to a game yet. We need to do it.
You should. You should.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Those college games are super fun.
Yeah.
So, but we play you in Texas. Arkansas plays Texas November 22nd.
Okay.
So, get ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready. You'll be a house divided.
Yeah, right.
I love you. We miss you.
I miss you guys too.
I know. I miss seeing you around the fire.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was fun.
That was good times. Good
all
times.
right. Well, good times. All right. We'll go ahead and call it Texas. Yeehaw.